Good morning, everyone. So it's Monday, or maybe it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. This is the life of a retired person who doesn't know the day of the week. But I've already been up an hour, mulched my bed of my little lime hydrangeas. I have 10 of them over by the fence. That was a 3-stage process. I'll show you that in a bit, but I'm finally sitting down and having my coffee. You can see the rim on my coffee that it's pretty much gotten cold, but I don't mind. So this is the backyard, and this is the work we still ahead of us. My husband needs to put the caps, I guess I'll call them the caps, on top of those beautiful beds that he built on the weekend. I just wanted to do a quick video because there's a lot that's happening, and my mic that got delivered yesterday unfortunately did not fit my phone, so I've returned it. I will be returning it, but this bed here is pretty incredible because if you recall, if you watch previous videos, we had planted these bulbs in February, believe it or not, just because I had leftover bulbs from Holland Farms, and they are coming up. So hopefully they come up in time. They'll definitely be late bloomers, but come up in time to finish blooming, you know, obviously to enjoy and bloom. Should be by the end of May completed so that we can, I should say middle of May, plant out our tomatoes, which are hardening off. I wanted to show you that. And Eddie is whining over here. He needs attention. So just to give you what this is going to look like, my husband's going to miter the corners here and put a nice cap on top of the bed so that it looks finished. I did go to Lowe's and picked up the third lilac, which got knocked over. We're going to get rain today. I'm going to have a real treat for myself today. I'm going for my massage that I tend to do every 6 to 8 weeks, just because I've had a few frozen shoulders and shoulder issues and neck issues from a few car accidents when I moved to Illinois. I think I was rear-ended 3 times. So despite that, I love to garden. Here we come, Eddie. Here we come. So I just wanted to give you a little backyard tour. There's my sweet peas. More tulips coming up. I decided to move them here from the door. I think these are some kind of little mini grape hyacinths, or maybe little mini alliums, I can't recall, in the second container with the obelisk sweet peas. So I wanted to take you to the hedge of little lime hydrangeas. Whoa, just found a bag. Somehow got away. So I took that hodag tool to dig that trench. This has been a bit of a problem area because the grass from the other side of the fence tends to come through, so every year we put a layer of pea gravel and we mulch. But look at those, they're budding out nicely. So the 3-stage process I talked about was obviously first coming in and pruning, and then aerating the mulch that was around there and weeding and cleaning up the edges with my hodag trench tool. My husband says, just call it a trench tool. And I said, no, I like the name hodag. So today I mulched it this morning. So it only took me maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. But those are going to come up nice. So little limes will grow typically to about 5 feet and 3.5 to 4 feet wide, so they're spaced nicely. We put these in June of 2022, so this will be the second year. So I wanted to show you that we moved one evening. We moved out my potting bench out here, so it's going to be a perfect station to harden off all of my seedlings, and here are all my seedlings. I'm going to show you the empty grow lights inside. Take a pic of that. I know I took a pic, but so here they all are hardening off. I have my tomatoes down there. I have a ton of stock, well, 2 trays of stock. Snapdragons. I think I have 4 trays of snapdragons since I thinned them out and saved all the little, repotted the little seedlings over here. I started out with 2 trays of snapdragons and thinned them all out, and I've also been pinching them. And sure enough, there's a lot of new side shoots. Pansies over there, grape hyacinths, or sorry, just regular hyacinths planted in pots. Because I brought them out in February when they were budding out here, they basically froze, so that's a learning. Do not put grape hyacinths, or sorry, hyacinths out too early. But the tulips, which all came out at the same time, they have survived the frost that we got between February and March. Little mini alliums and my nasturtium. So I'm going to do a nice little arrangement of containers here. I might even do some seeds in some of these containers. Last year, those white metal buckets, I had planted some cosmos, and they did really well, and there's no drainage in there, but you know, I just put them in there and they did great. Here's the other bed. I'll tell you about these headstones. My father-in-law, who passed away, he had a little business on the side where he did these headstones for pets, and so all around the house we have memories of my husband's childhood pets. So that's Ben. He talks about Ben a lot. So it's really sweet that they're, you know, they're not buried here, obviously, but he lived to 1994. But you know, pets are our family, right? So there's my twist and shout. They're blooming out nicely. My astilbe, my heuchera. I'm going to identify these little mini hostas where I have 4 of them. You can't see them. I sort of tried to leave some space for them. Those are my endless summer, my sweet peas, my awakening. And this is a beautiful climbing rose, and it's sort of a second generation of New Dawn, I believe. There's some hostas coming up. So I planted these pulmonarias, the ones that I bought as seconds. I planted these out yesterday. Aren't they beautiful? Just look at that. Gorgeous periwinkle, purple and pink. So this is what I mulched out yesterday. I have some alliums. So yeah, that's my east side, bit of the backyard. I did put a dent in the mulch. Oh, all right, I'll show you the front since we're here. Tulips are coming up a little bit better. Here's my new boxwoods I planted and the replacements. So these tulips look very orange this year. I don't know if you'd call those salmon, but with the sun, they really have opened up. Peonies. What's going on with this guy? His leaves are really golden. That's a beautiful large allium. So Kiss Me Kate is coming up beautifully. Look at that. So I need to do something here. Power wash, move the Norway spruces out. But look at those. They've really changed, those tulips on the right hand side. So I got 3 bare roots coming that arrived. So I've sort of marked it out here. Bare root peonies that I'm going to plant behind the Veronica. 1, 2, and 3. Earth Angel doing really well. My Princess Spirea is coming up. Phlox, creeping phlox. So here's these 5 Let's Dance Lovables that are going to be replaced by Let's Dance Skyview. I do see something, so that's only one. So I'll probably try to save it, maybe put it in a container, nurse it back to life, potentially. And there's Charles Darwin, David Austin, and Tchaikovsky, which I really love. I ordered a second one from Heirloom Roses because look how healthy, and I love how it's a nice tight, sorry, that's the bag in my arm here. Love how that looks. So there's the daffodils in full bloom. I'm glad I did this. It may not look like this after the rain. This is the famous David Austin Lady of Shalott that I just planted in the fall. So there is my bed getting ready. I think I counted, gosh, potentially 12 or 13 roses. I actually ordered a few from David Austin yesterday, bare root, directly from David Austin, when I've always been buying from Heirloom. But I decided to try bare root because they're much cheaper, and they're not available, these specific ones from Heirloom. And Heirloom is sold out of a lot, but I've got a lot on order, so I'm gonna have a big haul of roses coming first week of May, so I'll be definitely doing a video on that. They'll probably come in stages. This is my big problem area, this big project I have to work on, joining this bed, because I tried to join the grass area or kill the grass between my quickfire fabs, and again, thicker cardboard here, but same thing happened. So I'm going to come in and do the exact same thing. I'm going to, as I did over here, and lay another layer of cardboard and compost and mulch. So look at the quickfire fab. They're finally leafing out. It's supposed to be the first hydrangeas to bloom, paniculatas, but they were last to leaf out. But anyway, so this is the big project area that I have to really get into, and I'm gonna have to use a stand-up edger. Maybe I'll get someone in the family to help me, because it's a big job. And maybe we'll just mulch it, I don't know, we'll see. But that's got to look nicer, because this side looks much nicer now. So this is Carefree Wonder that got eaten down by potentially a rabbit. But let me know if that's ever happened to you. My husband didn't believe that rabbits would eat roses, but it sure looks like it. We don't have deer. So something's coming up, so we'll see. It's the Heirloom Roses mint compost that I've put around every one of my roses to overwinter. But these are all my daylilies, the last of them. I've basically taken everything out of the center bed, but there's the bobos. So this bed here has all been edged nicely this weekend, but I'm going to come in and mulch. So maybe later today, if it doesn't rain, I'll finish this one off, mulching here. And we end here. So thanks for joining me, and we'll give you an update at the next video. Have a great day. Thanks for joining, and please subscribe and like and share and all those great things. I hope you have a great day. Thank you again for being with me. Bye-bye.